More coding today, so expect it. Right. Not matching the characters. So all right, so we need to just review this. VRM prefab. Find the source object. Let me just go back here really quick, run it one more time, and I want to see the debug logs. Successfully instantiated VRM prefab. The order is wrong here. Food. That there. All right, another boring day of just coding. But we're making good progress. Okay, if it is just the order, then I'm actually going to go back here, delete this. And what we're going to do is just take our update VRM prefab. Hello, TestDAX. Welcome back. How's the progress so far? Pretty good. We're getting the character to get spawned into the scene, turned into a VRM, and now we're just trying to process it and do some changes to it. Hopefully that works. Wait, actually, destination path. It's for the main. Perfect. Okay. Clear that. Yeah, so basically we have this scene, it's empty, and then all I have to do is, right now we're selecting a specific one, but I tell it to convert. It brings it into the scene, or it makes a copy, brings that into a brand new scene, converts it to a VRM. Now we're trying to get it to create all our blend shapes on it, and then match swap materials. So it does take a little bit. So, and it looks like the material matching worked this time. We're just missing our blend shapes. It looks like I did try to create all the blend shapes, but we have some issues. Oh, damn it. Basically, I'm basically recreating what I did yesterday. Good morning, Arctic. But this time we're approaching it just a much more straightforward way. Like in the past, I'm just kind of I'm like, hey, AI, make this script. And that's bad. So what I'm actually doing this time is going, okay, step by step, this should happen, then this should happen, and I only stay on that one function, make sure it's correct, then move to the next function, make sure it's correct. And then basically just have this main function here, and it just goes, this is like what actually is happening. It does this, it gets the path, it copies it, creates the scene, it adds the FBX to the scene, converts to VRM, then it creates a prefab, and all of that happens automatically. So it's nice. Let's see what it said about. Creating a blend shapes folder now. Here's the folder structure. Does this give you a better idea? Yeah, it's been a lot easier working with this AI tools when I'm just trying to make modules instead of the whole thing. Like I'm just going, this thing connects to this thing, then this thing connects to this thing, and just make it very bite-sized. So that's a lot nicer. You really have to spoon feed this. At this point, I'm just using it to save, do research, and then take care of the tedium of writing things. So, here we go. Boom, boom. Cool. It did not create the blend shapes though. Dang, I just closed the logs. What were the errors before? Can't create asset because path is empty. Same issue. A request. Let's stop. And let's set it to 0.5 for now. Give this one a shot. Created 53 new blend shape clips. Gotcha. I guess that works. But I do want them in that folder. Okay, so clips were created. Hello, Dar. Welcome. We're automating some VTuber creation right now. Is anyone watching Severance? Because I'm really... That annoying kid was right. The future really is now. It is. It is. Things are slowly speeding up. I think it'll still be a bit longer than the enthusiasts imagine, because there's a lot of babying I have to do for this. Like this, where it's doing shit like that. So well commented, man. My friends could stand to learn from this. I think that's definitely one of the easy tasks that AI could just take over. No, don't make any edits. Just debug things and, name, give explanations. Simple. Let's give it a shot one more time. Yeah, right now what we're doing is we're making a converter for VTubers. I can take a VR chat avatar and then just instantly make a VTuber version of that avatar. And then it'll also make a VSF file, which lets you run it in other VTubing software. Nice. Okay, good. So now we got all of our clips. They're set up right. And bada boom. Okay, perfect. So last thing to confirm is that it updated the prefab. So if I go here. Interesting. This one. Oh. Interesting. Next, I'm considering doing VTuber work with their VRC Av. Is this a program you're going to have available for purchase on your store, or what's up? Perhaps. I might. I would definitely need to polish it, spend a lot more time polishing it. Right now, I just have a lot of avatars I need to speed up the conversion for. Even right now, it's like I made 5 or 7 characters, technically. And, I had to go back and make an edit to their eyes or something. And it's like, I have to go back through all these conversion steps just to make a change to bring it all the way back to the VTuber. Like go to the bottom, the top of the stack is such a difficult process. So my hope is that I'll be able to, what am I saying? To sell it and have it be really polished. And the goal is actually just from your VR chat Unity version, Unity editor, you can send the assets out to the other Unity editor, because there's a different Unity editor for every version of VTuber, just so stupid. And then it brings it back automatically. That's the hope. All right, just one more step to do here. Because it does look like it updated my prefab. Even if the one in the scene is not updated, this one still has the correct materials assigned, which is awesome. And the blend shapes will work, so that's good as long as it's doing that. Now we want to update VRM prefab is getting called after we check for prefab and instantiate. There we go. I should close these more often. That makes it feel a lot nicer. Yeah, Cursor is a great tool. I've been using it a lot. Okay, so we create the VRM prefab. At the very end of that, it updates it. And then I suppose we want to do one final thing, which is create VSF prefab. Reference this script to create the VSF prefab of the avatar. Place the resulting file in, let's see, I guess I'd want it in this VRM folder. Right here. VRM, we'd have this VRM, VSF, and the VRM folder. All right. Oh. Identifies the VRM instance in the scene, assuming it's at blah blah blah. Sets up a path. Ah, well, that's not great. Assumes it's at a position. No. Let's ignore that for now. And we're just going to make our own function. This auto-suggest thing is a little annoying. We want to get the object name. Do we want to get the object name? Just want it to I'll let it take. Boom, save. Empty. Boom, boom. But the very cool part is that I basically have turned this editor to like an executable, and I can just call it, send files at it, and it sends files back at me. That's all I have to do. Loading. All right. I guess that's it. Right here. Boom. I got the VSF avatar. Let's see if it works. I'm gonna disable my camera. Deactivate. Open up Vignon. Well, some improvements could be made, like materials. Okay, so what went wrong with the materials? If I take this character and I say tools, export, just overwrite my VSF avatar. This is the VC Face project, so I shouldn't be having trouble with materials anymore. Interesting. That should be working. Let's see. Where's the SDK? Download. Oh, I didn't. Oh man, 2019.4. I thought it was in the right project though. I mean, I was making them from here earlier. Unless Oh. Unless I somehow converted it by accident. Um, so this is how we opened it. Here. I'll open it. Very cool. He's back to his other materials. But he's not. Yeah, funny. All right. Let me think. So the command line opened that just fine. I don't want to save it. What happens if I do... It's 2019.4.3 1F1. Really quick. Okay, so I would have done that. I do feel like they had a different version though. Maybe if I do it with batch mode, it just does it automatically, no questions asked. Just to confirm, this is the FBX. We've converted it to VRM. We have our VRM one here. And if I take this one and we do tools, export the bundle, write that. I'm pretty sure I already tried this already, but I have to double check. Purple, yeah. Okay. So $19.43 by 1F1. Well, I have to, right? Okay. It's just loading right now. It's gonna take quite a while. So we're just chilling. In fact, I'm gonna go get a refresh on my cup of coffee. I'm back. Hello, everyone. Hello, Gamfst. I think I can turn my webcam on for now. We'll be testing VTuber stuff soon enough, but for now, turn it back on. I wonder if I should just... It probably would have been easier to just make a new project. VC Face. Wait. Oh, come on. I just changed it. That bastard. This one. Change version. Yes. That was the whole point. There we go. Good morning or afternoon. Hope you feel the energy for today. Thank you. I definitely am excited for it being Friday. We're so close to finishing this thing. I'm really hoping it doesn't take terribly long to import everything. So that's going pretty quick. Fingers crossed. And hopefully it doesn't break any of my scripts. That's really the rub. Does it break my script? Excuse me. But we're making it through. Almost there. It will be worth it. Will be worth it. You're inspired. I'm trying to learn some Blender soon. Good. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I certainly love this kind of work. But we might be stuck looking at this loading screen for a little bit. Fortunately. I really hope this is the right call. Well, if we have to remake it, then we'll just remake the... No, honestly, that would still be faster. Okay, one second. Let me end this task. Can I end that Unity thing? Really? Oh, there it is. Okay. Alright, so then we can open up Unity Hub. We'll take our scripts that we've been working on and we're just going to put them in this empty project. Because I don't want to be dealing with this anymore. Is that faster? Do we need VC Face? We need the VRM. Oh man, that's the rub, isn't it? Okay. Here's the project itself. feel like I'm missing something. There's something I'm not remembering right now about why I had my project set up like that. What was it? I don't know. Let's make a new one. New project. This will be the correct version. 2019.3.1 F1. And we'll call this VC face. Face command line. And I do want it to be 3D project. And don't connect to the cloud. Okay, now we're going to make a folder called editor. And we're going to go back to our VRForge project. I go to editor here. And we're going to copy, I might as well copy it all. There's nothing in here. What packages are you resolving? There's nothing in this project. We'll just chilling. I'm just waiting on stuff to load, so we'll take it slow. And then the VSF Unity package. Then I'm going to import my VRForge. Sorry. It's avatars. This matter. Loading. Did not load. Poyomi shaders. My least favorite part of this kind of work. Just sitting around waiting for stuff to load. All right, so that's good. Now we have Poyomi. Now we can import my characters, which are in avatars, projects, first village, Unity packages. Do this one. All right. And we're going to import just one of the characters. So for the village, I'm going to turn it off. And then just Daro, just Daro's body, just Daro body textures. Just his outfits. I guess, yeah, we can do the whole outfits folder, which is fine. That should be good. Come on. All right, We're almost there. So now in this editor, we want to show an explorer, copy this path, go to our cursor, and do File, Open Folder, put this in here, and say, I guess we'll just do Assets, select Folder. All right, a lot simpler, a lot nicer. Me working on our avatar converter, continuing to work on that. What I want to check is are these paths right here? And then I think we should be good. So I just need to give it these two paths in it. Does everything relative to those. So first things first, show an explorer. We're going to copy this as a path. And go right here. Alrighty, comes with quotes, so that's good. And then we'll want just misclick something. Oh, 1 second, y'all. Thank you. All right. Unrecognized escape sequence. What does that mean? All right, so here we go. So it should just be that one. Okay, good. Interesting. So something about how I pasted it in. Not entirely sure. But now we can target the destination folder, which we're going to create. Call asset processing and show explorer. Copy this path and interesting. Why does it need double slashes? I've never encountered that before. What the heck? All right, save that. So we target destination. We have our mesh. Let's see. I have to mean est for the kind of route. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Something fishy. Oh, you mean for working hard, like for getting stuff done, or learning Blender? What is it importing right now? Huh, okay. So it looks like some things broke, but in a way that I'm not going to blame. Perfect, okay. So that was just me. All right, so now, perfect. That actually worked exactly as I wanted it to. We have our blend shapes. Good. Okay, so now the moment of truth, the reason we did all that, I'm going to turn off my webcam. Open up Pinyon. And pray that this VSF avatar actually works. Please. Okay, well, okay, that's perfect. That's good. Even though the texture's messed up, that's kind of actually expected. Because I didn't have the material working to start with. So if we just redo it, it would work. All right. So now, here's the rub. what we want to do is when we... My English has stopped working. No worries. No worries. So when we create all these assets, so this whole structure here, we have the original mesh we copied over, but we really just want this VRM, we want this folder here to be moved into a VRM folder on the same level as the meshes folder. So it goes up one, looks for a VRM, looks for a VRM folder, and drops this in there. That's what we want. Okay, and it should just copy everything over to it. It'll be the final chunk of code to make. And we're gonna have to include that in our spot here. Create VSF prefab, and then we'll call this copy back to original directory. And we would want to take the, not the destination path, but the original path. I guess we'll try to put it back on main. That may not work. We don't want the destination, we want source, the X path. I guess, yeah, we would actually also want destination, because it's... Okay, let me think about that. So our main concern right now is that the create VRM. So when we do the create VRM, we need to wait for these to finish completely. Let me ask Claude, I need to ensure that these processes are done completely before moving on to the next. How can I do that? Okay, so here's what we'll do instead. We'll create a source FBX path. Go back to export VRM to source directory. And then we'll say, I want this function to copy the VRM folder and all files inside, and Actually, not the VRM folder. I want this function to copy the folder we created inside the VRM folder and all files inside. Then search. Then the source directory. At the source directory, we want to search or create a VRM folder at the same, in the same directory as the folder that stored our source FBX file. Paste the copied folder into this source VRM folder. That should be it. I guess I would just want to include, if there's a folder with the same name, delete it, then replace it. Or yeah, I guess so. I don't know. Excuse me. At least it's versioned, so if we mess up, we can go back. All right, so we're going to go to empty, select tool, and what we should see at the end of this is a folder VRM folder in the cursed village here. Right, so tools, convert. All right. So let's take a second. Still loading. Boom, almost there. And unfortunately, I do not see. Oh, okay, it's still loaded. That's fine. Beautiful. So now, for the mesh, we just want it to be up one more level. Right here. So we have the meshes, and then the VRM version. And then we're basically good at that point. The only thing we'll want to change is that first I have an unlocked material on there, so I think it threw a fit. Yeah. And we're missing the material. But then we want to clean up the folder. That'll be the final step. Which we do in the crate VRM. Wherever that is. Somewhere. Go to definition. Where's my little stack of update materials, create blend shape clips, save update prepad, blah, 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 blah. Where is it? I see. It moved things into these process steps. Then I guess we would just add another step. Add a fifth step to delete the destination. Delete all files in the destination. And okay. Okay, so now it'll make all those assets, put them in the right spot, and then clear the final directory. So basically, we'll never even go into this scene. It'll just load for a while, and then we get a VRM folder with our original VRM version, correct materials assigned, and a VSF avatar. Beautiful, powerful, awesome. Okay. What else? I guess provide the proper command line to all this method without okay. copy this path. All right, we're getting close now. So let's just test it one more time. And then we'll do the test in the other project, and then we should be basically good. And it's loading. We're chilling. Just taking our sweet time. Still loading. Right, forgot to lock the shader. Now it put us in the processing scene, but that no longer exists. Go here, don't save. Yeah. And we have our VRM project right there. So that should be working. Oh wait, no. Aha. This is actually the one final issue here. It is putting it. The resulting VRM source folder needs to be up one level in the directory. Should be on the same level as the folder containing the source. Yes. Just chilling. Do-do-do-do. What? That should be fine. That's good. Okay. There we go. One more test. Okay, now we're loading. I know the shader's unlocked. Dun, dun. Okay. Are we done? No. Hello, DRX Podcast. Welcome. We're just waiting on this script to load. I know you're not seeing anything right now, but we're just chilling, doing some coding, being bored. A few errors. It's fine. Okay, good. And it's putting it in the correct folder this time, in the correct spot. Boom. Perfecto. Boom. Perfecto. Now we would like to try this by doing this whole thing in another project. Do I have a dono button? I do on Twitch. I do not on YouTube. I appreciate the offer. Yeah, if you go to Twitch, I'm there. I think it's a direct link, actually. It should be... I guess it's through Streamlabs. Yeah. Here's my Twitch. Bam. Here's my Twitch. So when I run this script in another version of Unity, it's going to copy the mesh. The issue we're going to have right now are the material assignments. Darn. We're having a... This is going to be a little bit more tricky than I realized. Okay, so when... Because right now, when we convert the VRM, our mesh is in the right spot with all the objects, all the materials and stuff. Super nice. Super convenient. That is what we want. Minus the body there. Actually, still need to update that in Blender. Need to ensure that the meshes are getting the iterative. I watched on VR and also I subbed. Oh, very cool. Well, cool to be watching in VR, and thank you again for the sub. Super appreciate that. A little bit slower today. Hopefully we'll be getting back to VR avatar work soon. But we're trying to make some nicer workflows for myself right now. Okay, that is a bummer. How do I do that a bit better? Doesn't matter too much. Just import the whole prefab, update it, get it out. Yeah, let's just try it. Okay. Save, or I guess I didn't want to save that, but that's okay. So we're just gonna run it. Let's open our main version of Unity here. All right, just wait on this to load. In the meantime, we can look at our avatar projects. No, where did we save? I guess we put it in VR Forge. Doesn't make much sense. Put it back in the avatars folder. Okay, so in here, we're gonna make a command line call. Would be 2019.3.141, something like that. Let's double check. 2019.4.31F1. I forgot again as soon as I looked away. 1F1. Okay, there we go. And that project, execute that method. I don't want it to do copy FBX. I don't think I need this here. I just need execute method. It calls the method and it hands it this string. So to confirm, it's called. And if there are no parameters, then it looks at the command line. And we'll just say, boom, boom. Would this function properly parse this? We make VR avatars. Oh, sorry to miss that question. Yes, I do. I make VR chat avatars, VTubers, that kind of thing, all from scratch. Well, I know God thinks everyone is good, and it's true in you. Well, good. And you are doing such a good job. I appreciate that, DRX. Thank you. I definitely enjoy the work I'm doing. Well, maybe not the coding, but pretty pleased with a lot of the characters that I've made recently. Okay, so it should work. So now, if I want to have it edit one of my characters here, we'll do the destination directory. We can actually change a little bit. Oops. We can say this is cheating, but that's okay. Destination path equals, and we're just gonna paste in that string. Or R. Well, it's not in there. They have to be in dupe, Unity, boom, and then BSF. Paste right here, assets, this path right here. This is definitely a little hacky, but it's okay, because that's where I want it to go. It's my YouTube channel. I don't believe it posted, but go through your name. So it'll take whatever the path is, change it. You know what? I'm just gonna save. Go back to my notepad here. This one really doesn't matter, but boom. Okay, so paste it there. And then for our avatar, I just need to get that source file now. Boom, show in Explorer. And copy as path. Then back to the notepad. Boom. We'll make a script to do this automatically soon, but for now I have to do it manually. Do they need to be together? There's a space. Okay. All right, let's give it a shot. Boom. Boom. There. Ah, there's a... Oh, I see. It's these right here. No, maybe not. C program Unity editor 20. Batch mode. That seems right. I want to kill that fucking dog. It just won't stop. It's so frustrating. Okay, for some reason it put the hub. It should just be Unity. That. Okay, let's cheat a little bit. Let's say oh, that could be why there. Oh goodness, sorry about that. Oh my god. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, that's annoying. Be right here. Spaces in your quotes. Seems correct. Let's make sure that path file for the Unity project is correct. The program files, Unity 2019. So difficult to edit it right there. I don't know what's up with that. Oh, okay, that was misspelled. Gotta go, but keep up the good work and hope you do well on your work. Thank you, DRX. Same to you. Enjoy your podcast, and we'll catch you later. I see. Gotcha. This is a pain in the butt. Okay, should be doing stuff now. Let me paste this one in the notebook. All right, so in a bit there should be a folder here. Ooh. That's a good one. We'll try that. Annoying. I can hate working with command line. Seems to be thinking. Great. Ugh. Waste of a morning. Ooh. Ugh. Nothing back from the... Get out of here while we're doing. Definitely seems like it's working still. If it got to that unlock shader issue, probably would stop. But I don't think it'd get to that. It doesn't have any materials when it pulls it out of the original project. That makes the VRM folder right here. Beautiful. All the assets. Okay. Regardless of whether or not I can call these functions from the other version, this is still a faster VTuber setup than my other iteration. So I think we'll call it here for lunch, and when we get back, we'll convert all the VR chat avatars back to VTubers one more time, and then we're going to think a little bit more about how exactly we're going to be converting them, because it'll probably take a bit more effort than I initially thought. But we are going to call it here. Thank you everyone for hanging out. Again, when we get back after lunch, we'll be focusing on actual avatar work, making sure everything's hunky-dory. They're all ready to go for uploading. Yeah. Anyway, catch you later.